Guys, it's Nate bringing you our GoPro treasure hunt back on the trail right where we lost it. Well, as you can see, I'm back in the snowy forest woods up in New Hampshire on the Kangamangas Highway. I am here to retrieve my GoPro. It is somewhere in the 50-foot radius around me. And the last time I tried digging for it, it took me a couple hours to dig and I couldn't find anything. So I gave up. But I was telling myself I was going to come back in the spring and get it, but I just can't wait that long. I want my GoPro, I want the footage. GoPros aren't that expensive, a couple $100s nowadays for like a session, so it's not like it's the end of the world. I can get a new one, but it's more about just getting the camera back. So, as you see, I have some tools to help me do the job. I got a new shovel, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. And then I have some new snowshoes, and then I brought a metal detector, which is under the blanket over there, so it's staying dry, along with just some stuff to hang out today, like some water, some food, and some necessities in my bag. As you can see, I got my new gaiters on. These are outdoor research gaiters that I got with my boots, so I'm not getting any snow down my boot today. And we got the new Evo, MSR Evo snowshoes. Brand new, haven't used them yet, so I'm looking forward to trying those out right now. But I think the best bet is to really just see if I can get the signal on the metal detector. And I dug down about a foot and it's pretty frozen, so if it's under that frozen stuff, it's gonna be hard to recover. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna bust out the metal detector and see if we can find a signal. Alright, it's working, which is good. Alright, so it said for the all metal setting to turn this pretty much all the way up and then turn the disc notch down so there's none. That's my metal water bottle there. So I'll probably move this stuff out of the way in case it's somewhere over there. I don't think it would be over here. And then work my way back that way. So let me go ahead and get the camera set up and then I'll start filming everything. Alright, wish me luck, guys. It's the craziest thing I've ever done to find a GoPro. Don't find anything. First off, gonna move the bag. That. Okay. And we're just gonna kind of wave it around places where we could have lost it. I think it was somewhere in here. Thing is, it could be pretty far down. So far it's not getting anything. Nothing. This is an area I thought it could have fallen in. Not getting anything. Gotta check farther down just before I start digging. That's interesting. Man, that sucks. I think it would be somewhere lost in this area because it's like a log, and I think it took a spill right here. I want to say it's somewhere back in here. But I'm not getting any hits whatsoever. So, leads me to believe that it's either deeper or somehow somebody took it. I think I found something. You know, what's weird is that the metal detector didn't pick it up, but I started digging where I thought, and look what we have there. It looks like, I don't want to get too excited, but it looks like a frozen clip end to a GoPro. we'll see what it is. I'm going to set up the camera and see if I can get the metal detector to detect this real quick. See, I actually bought the thing, and then we will dig it up. See if we can get a reading on this. Alright, since it's my camera, nothing. Wait, no, there it is. It's getting it. I got it. Alright, so this is buried pretty deep, but we got it, guys. We covered the GoPro. Okay, let's see what we find. Oh man, that is in there good. Hey there, GoPro. Oh, it's a piece of it, which means it's still down there. It's iced. It is icy down there. It's icy down there. There's another piece. Is it attached to a GoPro? Is there a GoPro? I don't know if I'm getting this. That's like frozen ground. Oh, I think I just hit the GoPro, so I don't want to do. Don't want to damage it. Ha! Oh! It is my GoPro. I found it. Found it. I guess I just didn't dig deep enough last time because I dug in this exact spot. But there you go. The battery's completely drained, so I need to plug it in and see if it still works. In theory, assuming that nothing got wet, I don't see why it wouldn't dethaw and work. This froze and cracked, but I think they pop right back in, so once this dethaws too, I'll have everything recovered. We hope you saw the GoPro find earlier today. It really lifted my mood and got me ready to go. It's starting to snow. As you can see, I'm going to go on a nice little snowshoe. I already broke my snowshoes in a little bit. You see I got a little rock chunks. So the plastic will get scratched up, so you know. But I'm bringing my pack. See, bringing I want to say it's like 25-pound pack. Not too heavy, but some lunch and some other stuff. I'm just going to day hike with it, see how it feels. And also, a fun little thing, which I'm not sure I'm going to be able to use, is I have my Mavic Air with me, which is packed away in my pack, and if we find a nice clearing and it feels right, I want to take it for a flight and share it with you guys. So, hope you enjoy this video, and more importantly, be sure to subscribe and like the video. It fills up pretty quick, so I have to hike up the road a little bit, and then you see people just go snowshoeing up here, and I think I'll try to make it up here today. And we're off Greeley Pond Trail. When I get up to the pond, it's 1.6 miles away, shouldn't be a problem. Pretty much full. But got the EOS on, See if my dividends worthwhile. So far they seem to do the job. I'm nice and bundled up. Plenty in my pack. Stop for lunch, so should be a fun day. So I'll just hike and film for a little bit and I'll check in with you guys. Noticing that these things don't necessarily stay under the plastic part, but they stay locked at least. And kind of coming up with some cool creek crossings right here. Really packed down. You can see there's a lot of people going through here. Haven't had anybody pass by yet, but I'm sure we will. So lots of grip, which I like. Really gripping in the side of that, so I can climb right up it. That right there's a good 45-50 degree incline. So that was ice. Some nice crampons, but these snowshoes seem to be great for that icy packed snow. They don't float as much as the bigger ones, but they get really warm, so I unzipped all my jackets to let air in. My goggles are fogging up. Got way too many layers on for this. I can take one off a little bit probably. I'm off the main trail now. It's gonna backwoods. I don't know, like a quarter mile in, hang out, make some lunch, maybe make a bench with my shovel. First impressions with the Evos. Solid little snowshoes. I will say they have issues with those plastic clips staying in those, and I think those are more for packing services or packing use case, because when you're walking, every little step just pushes them out. But yeah, they seem to do the job. Between those and the gaiters, my feet are a lot drier and warmer than they usually are. My goggles completely fogged up. Made the huge mistake of not putting defogger in. I haven't used them in a couple seasons, so totally knew it, especially with these mirror reflective lenses. They fog up even easier than the clear ones. I do have another lens in my pack I can maybe change out, but to be honest, it's just like a nice light snowfall. It's deep, but I may not even need them today. My shovel over there, wherever it is, and we're gonna build a bench. You see there's a creek bed right here. I gotta be careful even though I'm walking, not like twist my ankle or fall. So I'm also looking up to see where trees I'm walking under, and if I see one that looks kind of sketchy like those over there, I won't go that way. In the backwoods right now, pretty much off the trail. Still got a wool blanket, packed away. My Arc'teryx jacket got pretty wet and sweaty, so I gotta figure out a new way of hiking in terms of this kind of weather with the best layers. This layer actually seems to be nice because it's warm but it's breathable, but I don't know how snowproof it is. But if I start getting cold, I'll put on my down feather jacket, and then I have my shell just covering my bag, acting as a rain fly. I'm gonna sit here and cook some food and try to charge the GoPro, hang out for a little bit. But just want to reflect on finding the GoPro today, how awesome that was. Now the chances of me finding were a lot better than normal because I knew pretty much the area where I thought I lost it. I didn't even have to use my GPS. I just recognized the opening, which I was paranoid that people would recognize that it was an opening. But luckily I found it and I dug it up. It was no help to the metal detector, but I think I'm gonna give the metal detector another run, maybe down on the beach, just have some fun with it, put that in a film, see what we get. So I'm gonna just hang out for a bit, set up the stove, and I gotta cook a night. Just get some Mountain House and some other stuff I'll bust out in terms of food, and just reflect how awesome the day's been so far. Minus being overcast, a nice blue day with powdery snow is nice, but there's something about a light snowfall and the crunch of the snow and the chill that really makes, like, you know, all the gear and all the preparation and all the time of putting all this stuff together and collecting it, thinking about it, worth it, you know? What I'm doing now is really just training for when I go on multiple day trips and understanding different techniques and aspects of when you pack. And like today, this is actually a lighter pack, but I'm still bringing my bag because I want to test it. And then when we stay overnight, I'll probably bring, I'll have to bring a tent and some other stuff. So we'll have to get rid of things like the wool blanket, which will get wet, but it won't be cold. So I'm just going to keep the snow off of it and hopefully it doesn't freeze over. I'm going to go ahead and bust the stove out, and then I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. And eat out. So this top one, I just use as backup if I'm cooking, but I store a bunch of stuff in there, drinks, spices. That's for actual cooking, and I didn't really need it today, but I was training, so that's just a stowaway pot, and I put that on top of the other mesh. But yeah, so what we're gonna really do today is, I got my, got some other stuff, some matches, spork, and then just a little canister right here. So all I'm really going to do is boil some water and just make sure it's nice and level. Probably gonna take a little bit, so in the meantime I'll bust out the food and get my mug ready. Also, this is worthless as a frying pan. I've dropped food like a gazillion times, but as a cover, it'll work good. That's all it's really good for. So here's my my earth bag that I always use when I'm outside, and I am hanging this, and I haven't really tried to compress all the air out of it. For a few things I can eat, I have a chili mac with beef. And I also have one more, if you can find it. This is the Thai style chili Alpine Air, so I might try this one because I've had that one. But those are my two choices. Well, the snow's starting to come down a little heavier now, and the camera's starting to freeze up, so if I can't film, I'll try to film as much as I can now. I may have to put it away. It's Pocket Rocket is crushing it, man. It's already boiling. I didn't time it, but that wasn't that much time at all. and that titanium pot, Snow Peak pot, also helps. So that was a nice little fast burn. Got plenty of water for my food and my tea. And one thing cool about this is you can use this as a measuring cup too, which I use it a lot for my my food. I'm gonna do the Thai noodles. My knees are getting cold because I don't have snow pants. I just have gaiters on, so I think I'll take out that, and all this trash I'll collect in that and put it in the bag. So it says, open pouch, remove oxygen, prepare in pouch or other suitable. Add 2 cups of boiling water. Okay, so this is pretty much 2 cups. So they assume you're going to use this for that. So very carefully take my boiling water, pour it in my cup. Alright, and then I will carefully pour it here. Excellent. And we will let that sit for a little bit and then stir it up. Alright. So it helps it sit up. Which is just a random tea I grabbed. I think I have a few other ones, but this is what I like using this for, because I can store all my, like I said, all my stuff away. So some peach detox tea, actually. Drop that in there. And pour the water in there. And we still got a little bit more, which can be heated back up. That's it for now, so I'll give you the verdict on the food. I'm going to put the camera away a little bit and make sure it doesn't freeze on me, but I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, the other thing is I did put another layer on because it was getting cold. And my Arc'teryx Adam LT jacket got wet and sweaty, and it's frozen. It's no good. It wouldn't be useful this trip. I wouldn't be able to ever dry it off for the next couple of days, so I gotta figure out a better way. I did have the vents open, so I gotta figure out. I think I'm just gonna hike when I start hiking, just with this bottom layer and the shell, and then when I get places, then put on those, and then this. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna keep my camera underneath this blanket just to keep it from getting snowed on and rained on. And the wool blanket's actually coming in handy. I can sit on it right off the bat. It's definitely more soupier than the stuff I'm used to. It's more soup. I opened it up, and the 2 cups they tell you to use, it doesn't thicken up as much as the other stuff I've had in pouches like this. But it'll definitely warm me up and be good. I'm feeling. And just to show you what it looks like. It looks like it got thicker. It looks like some kind of noodle. Yeah, well, there you go. Alright, so snow's really starting to pick up. It's definitely getting colder. I had to put my gloves back on, put some hand warmers in there. So, I'm going to show you guys my gaiters real quick. Whoa! Show you my setup. So, I have my boots you saw from the first trip. These are, I think they're called Merrell Thermal something. Merrell Thermo boots. But they are waterproof. And then with the nice Outdoor Research gaiters, I haven't had any problem with snow this time. Just using some Gordini snowboard gloves, and then I have liners, Mountain Hardwear liners in here, along with some hand warmers. And then my pants, I'm wearing a kind of underneath here, just kind of like long john, like hot chili pants. And these are just really thin. They're called avalanche pants. I got them at like $30, but They're like bug repellent, kind of summer. They zip off, like, you know, kind of like just backpacking, climbing pants. But they keep the wind chill off me, and they dry fast. And I would say they're water resistant, not waterproof, if anything. But as long as I don't sit down in the snow, I don't get cold. I will say my fingertips, because I have they're a little wet, are getting a little chilly. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack up. And once I'm packed up, I'll bust the camera back out. We have about 25% left. And we are gonna go try to find a place, not around here, and we're gonna go fly the drone. The Mavic Air, which is in that bag. But looking where we are, I don't know if I'd want to set it up in this wooded forest, because I wouldn't know where, if I were to lose it, there's no way I would find it. Metal detector or not, I would just give it to the mountain. And we're not ready to do that, because we just got a GoPro back. So we'll save that for a place where it's clear and easy to fly, weather permitting. But once I get packed up, I'll see you guys in a bit. Looks like I'm almost out of batteries. So I'm going to hang up and try to conserve some. Catch you later. What's up, guys? I made it back to the car. So I got the GoPro and got to try out the new shovel and the snowshoes. So that was a great day. So I have about a 2.5, 3 hour drive to Portsmouth. I'm in the King's Highway and it's snowing. So my GPS and my car says it's 3 hours, which it doesn't seem like it would be that long, but who knows, maybe it's going to take that long. So my camera froze up, my jacket failed, and some other things I'll talk about later, which I'll need to figure out before I go out for a couple of days. Because not having a fire means that you're cold and you stay cold and you have to figure out how to get warm. And if you're wet, you're not going to be dry. So that's pretty much it. So I will check in with you guys later, and we'll see if we can fly the Mavic Air. If not, save it for another day. Nate out.